Hello everyone, my name is Anshika Jain and I am working as a legal intern in Lexis & Law Company for the month of July. I hope all of you are doing well and staying safe. So today I will be discussing a very important topic that has brought a very important development in our legal status. So we know that I am going to discuss about a recent change in the Advocates Protection Bill 2021. The Bar Council of India has published the Advocates Protection Bill 2021 after a long wait and the refusal of various motions in the courts. The Advocates Protection Bill 2021 was published by Bar Council of India on 2nd of July 2021. The bill was drafted by a 7-member group that took into account the difficulties and all the challenges that have been encountered by the advocates and their families. So what they have narrated? They said that it is imperative that such act should be passed by Parliament at the earliest, as the advocates fraternity is literally acting as one of the essential wings of the justice delivery system, akin to the police and the judiciary. While the police and judiciary have access to protection and privileges, but the most important link between the two, who argue and present the case in court, are not given proper protection against the nefarious activities of anti-socialist elements. The Bar Council of India stated in a resolution passed on 10th of June 2021. Now let's discuss what are the various objectives of this bill. The bill elaborates on recent incidents of assault, criminal force, the intimidation and the threats which are directed at advocates while they perform their professional duties, which have resulted the law and order issues and the deficiencies in advocates' provisions of professional services to their clients, in addition to instilling fear in advocates' mind. Now let's talk other objectives of that. The bill also introduced to put into effect the United Nations 8th Congress on the Prevention of the Crime and the Treatment of Offenders 1990, to which India was a participant. The basic principles on lawyers' role was also adapted at this convention. Clauses guaranteeing the functioning of lawyers are also included in this declaration. The goal was to ensure that the government safeguard lawyers and they are able to defend themselves. Now let's talk about the punishment and the compensation under the bill. In total, there are 16 sections in the new bill that pertain to the bill's goals. The definition of advocate under section 2 of the bill will be the same as in the Advocates Act of 1961. There, the term advocate, it refers to a lawyer who had been listed on any of the acts list. Act of violence are defined in the same section. All acts performed against advocates with the intention of harming them are included in this category. Section 3 and 4 discuss punishment and compensation. What are now punishments? They can range from 6 months to 5 years with a maximum of 10 years for repeat offences. Fines are from 50,000 to 1 lakh for the first offence, while fines for successive offences can go to rupees 10 lakh. The bill also gives the court the authority to compensate advocates for wrongs done to them. Now let's talk about the Investigation and Redressal Committee. The law recommends that no one below the level of superintendent of police, they can conduct an inquiry into certain offences, and that the investigation should be finished within the 30 days of the FIR being filed. The bill also suggests that the advocates, they should have the right to police protection if the court conducts a thorough investigation. The bill's second major provision is the establishment of a redressal committee at each level, at the district, at the state and a high court and the Supreme Court. A 3-member commission for redresses or grievances of advocates and bar association has been established. The leader of the judiciary at that level, like the district judge for a district or the chief justice or his nomination for a high court and his nominee for Supreme Court, to lead the committee. Now let's talk about the protection against arrest and prosecution. No police shall arrest an advocate or investigate a case against an advocate without the particular order of a chief judicial magistrate according to section 11. When an advocate provides information to an officer in charge of a police station about the commission of any crime, the officer in charge, they should enter a clause to be entered in the substance of the information in the book that to be retained. The legislation also includes a significant provision for the social security in unanticipated emergencies like natural catastrophe or epidemics. That act proposes that the state and federal government, they should establish measures to provide financial help to all the needy advocates in the country. Every month, rupees 15,000 should be provided. Now let's come to the conclusion. So we can conclude that the committee didn't have a single female advocate as seen by the list. Even no Dalit, Bahujan or Adivasis communities were similarly neglected in the committee. Apart from all the physical security and protection against illegal arrest and imprisonment, the committee has also discussed about the necessity for social security and the satisfaction of grievances of advocates and bar associations. So we can come to a conclusion and we can end on a very good note that Advocates Protection Bill has been passed for the safeguards of their advocates and their families. And I hope whatever have been written in the theory, it should be implemented in the practical sense. Thank you very much.